Oh my gosh, look at that, right off the rip. Look at that.
He might bite my ear. I'm pretty scared, honestly.
Hey, good morning everybody. Welcome to the vlog. I hope the start of your day is absolutely incredible. Today you're gonna get a little bit of BHB, of course a bunch of the rep-terrium, and even some egg cutting. So there's gonna be something for everyone, you know, a typical day here in my life. I have loved my time over at the rep-terrium, you know, with people, building things out, moving animals over, but you know what? I still love BHB. Take a look at one of these crazy monkeys right here. Of course, this is one of my northern blue-tongued skinks that we produced earlier this year. Can you believe how big this thing is getting? And oh my god, is it gorgeous. I am pretty excited right now, guys, because this is the first eggs of the rep-terrium. What do we have, Jessica?
We actually have some gargoyle eggs.
Oh my gosh.
I wasn't expecting.
I know, it's totally crazy. We didn't think when we put the gargoyles over here that they were going to have eggs because they basically were almost done laying. We've had a lot of eggs this year. But let's go ahead and see what we have here. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting, and I looked at her today and was like, you look like you lost some weight.
So you're like, oh, there's got to be some eggs.
Yeah, but there they are back there.
Oh my gosh, look at that, guys. Oh my gosh, 2 eggs. How do they look? They look all right?
They look pretty good to me. I'll have to candle them, but no, they look pretty good.
Oh my gosh, how exciting is that, guys? The very first eggs of the rep-terrium. And we do hope to breed a lot of stuff over here because obviously we have big cages. I want to get another emerald tree boa. That's a female. Pickles, of course, is a female green tree python. I'd like to get a male. There's a whole bunch of stuff that we can breed here. Even the dart frogs eventually, I hope that we can breed here. So, but this is it. The first ever eggs at the rep-terrium. Good job,
so
Jessica.
exciting.
That's awesome. And Speedy is happy too. Taking a quick break before we head back to the rep-terrium. I have a clutch of 4 eggs. It's actually a pewter bee, which is a pastel, a cinnamon, and a spider, and it's bred to a banana. You guys know I love banana cinny stuff, so let's go ahead and see what's in these eggs. In this first egg, I hope we get some cinny banana stuff because it's just so pretty. What do we have in the first egg? Oh my gosh, look at that, right off the rip. Look at that. Oh, doggy. That is actually a pewter banana. So that is a pastel, it's a cinnamon, and it's a banana. What an absolute ripper. Ooh, doggy. Let's hope we keep getting those odds. Egg number 2. What do we have in egg number 2? Oh my gosh, I just love cutting snake eggs. Oh, okay. Well, we don't have a banana. This is actually what they call a cinnabee, which is a cinnamon and a spider mix, which is still really beautiful. It would have been really nice if it would have been a banana, but hey, we still have 2 eggs to go. This one's kind of a boob egg. You can see what this is over on this side, so let's see what ends up happening here. It's gonna be a little bit of a smaller baby typically because those boob eggs kind of are that way. Huh, it's definitely not a banana. What do we have? Oh, it looks like just literally a normal spider ball python, which is still cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. You always want to get a bunch of combinations and stuff like that. It's a little anticlimactic when you're breeding like 5 genes together and you only get a single gene animal. But hey, we have one last egg. Let's hope it's an absolute stunner. Okay, let's see what we get here. Come on, please, something amazing. Okay, right off the rip, I can see it's not a banana, which is a little bit of a bummer, but it's still a really beautiful snake right here. This is just a pewter ball python right here. Ooh, doggy though. Those things are absolutely incredible. And the pewter is just basically a pastel and a cinnamon, but it has that silvery, beautiful look to it. So, like I said, I want to take a quick break. Head over here, cut a clutch of eggs, kind of break up the monotony of the day. Back over to the rep-terrium. We got Speedy running around rep-terrium today. Noah,
Yep.
You've got Nova out?
Yeah, he might bite my ear. I'm pretty scared, honestly.
He's not gonna bite your ear.
I mean,
Just chill out,
I
man.
know, right? And you've got Tazzy.
Oh yeah, big
Oh my gosh, are
Taz.
these guys your like favorites?
Yeah, I like the big old black monitor, but I'm not touching her.
No.
You mean Ubasuku?
Oh yeah, Ubasuku. She is my favorite.
So a lot of people were asking this weekend, are you guys gonna be at the rep-terrium so people can hang out with you guys?
I'll be here. I will be here.
From day to night.
Next week, I'm gonna work here every day.
Every day?
So you'll see.
Oh, that's right, because Lori's actually out of town, so I need your guys' help. I can count on you guys.
Yep. Oh yeah.
If Eric isn't out on his honeymoon, you know, it's always an excuse with this
Yeah,
guy.
I know. I'm sorry. I just need to man up, and I'm a company man. I can't be, you know, jerking around here. So.
So you guys can come see Eric and Noah. Of course, we've got Nova and Tazzer too. And yes, baby clovers are continuing to hatch here at BHP. Take a look at this right here. Oh my gosh, a whole swatch of Mexican black king snakes. That is awesome, because again, I always say that every time we get them, they start eating, we put them on the website, they're sold out literally within hours. So it looks like we have a whole bunch here. Looks like there's at least a good 8 or 9 babies that will be available in maybe another 2 or 3 weeks after they get a couple meals in. But oh my gosh, they are so incredible, aren't they? Guess what, guys? We have the newlyweds here. How awesome is that? It's good to have you guys back. I did want to bring up something. So you guys were going on a honeymoon, but...
Yes. So sorry to all the people there in the Carolinas, man. They got flooded out, and the hotel just opened up, what was it, yesterday?
Yeah.
And they're like, there's so much flooding, and there's so many road closures, so... I don't know what we're gonna do now.
Oh my gosh, so these guys literally canceled their honeymoon because the Carolinas were flooded from the hurricane. So I want to ask you guys, does anyone out there have like a really cool vacation type spot that you can hook these guys up with in the next week or so? Something that's awesome. You guys want to see animals, gators, beaches, whatever it is?
Get some hands on.
If anyone has anything that you can help these guys out with, go down in the comments, email us, something like that. I want to make sure these guys do a honeymoon. I don't want them to miss out, because I just know from experience that me and Lori went on a honeymoon and it was the most amazing experience ever. So please help us out here.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
No, and thanks everyone too for all the nice comments on Facebook and Instagram. So thank you everyone.
That's awesome. It was a great wedding. It really was. So do me a favor, help these guys out. All right. Some more Klubers that are hatching that I'm super excited about, because it's been a couple years since we hatched these. Of course, are these Ghost Brooks king snakes. Oh my gosh, they are so incredible. The Ghost Brooks kings are actually a hypomelanistic and an aneurystic. And way back, I don't even know, 15, 16 years ago, we actually produced the very first Ghost Brooks kings ever. And all these years later, it's cool that we finally are hatching again. And like I said, I think it's been like 2 or 3 years since we produced them. I'm not even sure why we haven't been breeding them, to be honest with you, but it sure is nice to see that they're hatching again. A lot of people have asked me about arachnids, like my rose hair zombie here, and of course Queen Elizabeth that's still out on the west coast LA. I'm thinking I'm going to get her back, and I'm going to get zombie here, and we're going to do a rack right here of arachnids. I want to know what you guys think about that. I don't know, we'll do some cool stuff that you guys can handle when you come to the Reptarium, and then we'll do some kind of cool stuff that's just on display, like big Goliath bird eaters and some of the ornamentals, maybe even OBTs. I don't even know, maybe even a scorpion or two. I'm not 100% sure, but I figure we can maybe have 10 or 12 arachnid type stuff if you guys are interested in that. Let me know in the comments if you think that's good, or you guys are a little bit too afraid for it. But as for now, me and Zombie are just hanging out. And guess what, guys? Got some more Mexican black king snakes. Oh my gosh, there's some more hatching here. There was 2, 4, 6, 7 eggs. So it looks like we have 3 or 4 of them out here and a handful of eggs that are due to hatch. So once again, if you're interested in Mexican black king snakes, it looks like we're gonna have, I don't know, maybe 17 or 18 of them available here in another week and a half or 2 weeks. So just make sure to contact Laura if you want to get on the waiting list. RJ was out at the Reptarium last night, and oh my gosh, was he a hit. Unbelievable. He was so good with everybody. One of the last things that I really need to do today over at the Reptarium is, remember those nozzles there for spraying, and we set them all up, and then we realized we didn't have enough pressure with the pump. So my buddy Rich over at Reptile Basics sent me another pump. So now we have 2 pumps right here. So basically now what I have to do is actually split the lines. I don't have as many nozzles on each pump, and then run a line over there, plug it in, and hopefully this is going to work. I have no idea. Hopefully we can get some misters, because we've been hand misting every day. It takes a lot of time and energy. So it'd be really nice to have these misters fixed. So basically it's just another boring thing. I basically just have to count the nozzles, kind of chop it in half, somehow split it off, and run a second line over there to the second pump, and then hopefully it'll work. So I just basically separated the front half from the back half. So I'm going to test the front half out, and it's basically 16 nozzles. There's 16 nozzles on one pump, and then there's 17 nozzles on the other pump. So if this one works, I'll go ahead and line the other one over to the second pump. But I figure I just test this one. If that fails, then I don't know what the heck I'm going to do. Okay, mission accomplished. It looks like everything is misting really well, which is absolutely incredible. You can see the misters going full blast here. That's incredible. And I think it's really funny, because when these frogs actually get misted, believe it or not, it seems to bring them out. I don't know exactly why. Look at how amazing this looks. Look at all the little frogs are out right now. It's almost like they think, all right, it's feeding time. So I'll go ahead, shut this off, go ahead, feed the frogs, and then try to hook up the second half. Just so you understand, I actually have to hook a line up right where Karma's cage is, and then bring it all the way up top. We'll come all the way over here, and we essentially run right along the top of this wall here into that back room drop down. And that's where our RO water will be that will actually spray the entire building. And there it goes, the second ones are working. It looks like they're working all over. We got sprays all over the place. A success. It's just gonna make our life easier and the animals even healthier. So now all we have to do is set them up on a timer. We'll probably have them go off 3 to 5 times a day for 1 minute to 1.5 minutes. So we are good to go. Karma is gonna be happy. All the other little guys are gonna be happy too. So this is absolutely amazing. With that said, guys, I am gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. We accomplished a lot today. Tomorrow's task is to try to finish out this whole wall right here and start to actually get it all kind of fixed up and looking good, and hopefully get some animals in there in the next couple days. So I hope that you will join me for that. But until then, I wish you an absolutely incredible evening, day, whenever you happen to be watching. Your guys' support means the world to me, and I really, truly do love you guys so much. Do me a couple favors before we get out of here. Can you smash that like button? Turn those post notifications on so you know when I upload a video, which is every day at 9 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time. Remember to be kind to someone today, and I promise I will see you guys tomorrow. And literally at the end of every night, this is what I do. No matter what is going on, no matter how busy, how late I'm here, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna take one spin around the building with the lights off because I love it in here. Okay, now the vlog is really ending. Okay, good night.